What's up, people? It's your boy, George Wrighster. So, guess what? I figured out that I got to be the leader in the room. I got to be the grown up. I got to be the person who's just coming with it. So I'm taking over as leader. I have to at this point in time because I have to lead the charge on common sense and independent thought. Because somewhere in this whole coronavirus situation, people have gotten lost and caught up in calling independent thought, but what they're really doing is exchanging independent thought for talking points. Like we get new talking points every damn day. We already got Texas talking about reopening, Florida, Ohio, other states. And here's the common sense about this whole thing as it relates to college football and NFL. So is that here's the truth. Everybody who works in college football, in the NFL, whether it's writers, reporters, people who work in the front office, teams, all of that stuff, they want to get back to work. They want to get back to work. Any other suggestion is asinine. So, and nobody wants this to go on longer than possible. And nobody on earth wants college football more than me. My team is super good, the Oregon Ducks, all of that. But here is the truth. I'm going to give you guys, there are 5 reasons why college football opening up is a terrible idea on time, and why the NFL opening up on time is just ludicrous as well. 5 reasons and 4 reasons. Number 1, with college football, it's going to take players 4 to 6 weeks just to get back in shape. Just to get back in shape to be able to play. Why does it take so long? Why aren't they working out now? There's a totally difference. There was a great article in The Athletic today that talked about that. That talked about the amount of time and how the NCAA has come up with guidelines surrounding that. A minimum of 4 to 6 weeks. So you're probably looking at, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, something like that, just to get guys back in shape so they don't get hurt at a high rate. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2, how the hell are you supposed to keep 100 plus college football players quarantined? How are you supposed to keep them in a biosphere? How does that make sense? It's not possible. So now, but aren't they young, George? College football players are young, they're spry, they're healthy. They can survive the coronavirus. Okay, that brings to point number 3. Players in college, not a whole lot, but there are some that have underlying health conditions. You have big old, huge 300 plus guys. Some of them have hypertension. Some of them have heart issues, sickle cell. You have diabetes. You have all sorts of things that guys have. Crohn's disease, all this stuff, underlying medical issues. So you got players with underlying medical issues. And then the 4th point is you have coaches. You have coaches with underlying health conditions. Old football players, old men, people who work in the ticket department, everybody, like trainers, team doctors, older people, some of them with underlying health conditions. So now you have healthy people putting sick people at risk. Like, come on, man. Like, this makes no sense. And then coaches as well. Some of them aren't exactly young in the tooth. Look at Mac Brown today. Mac Brown, old coach. He could die. Nick Saban, old coach. This makes no sense. It's like 0 sense. Like, why I keep wondering why I have to be the adult in the room when we got all type of other qualified adults in the room. Makes no sense. It's just common sense. And the last thing is, how the hell are you going to make sense of bringing players back while colleges are still closed? They're not paid employees, so they're not essential workers because they're not workers, right? They're student athletes. So how are you going to make sense of sending students back to school? I mean, them back to school when students are not even on campus. How does that make sense? Oh, yeah, you're inviting yourself to lawsuits. And that is totally against amateurism and what the NCAA talks about. Student first, athlete second. So if you can't do the student part, how the hell are you going to do the athlete part? Yep. See, got to be the adult in the room. And when in regards to the NFL, now let's move over to the NFL. The NFL. There are 4 reasons why the NFL talking about opening up right now is absolutely stupid. It is stupid, stupid, stupid. Because how are you supposed to quarantine 53 grown-ass men for months? How? Teams can't even keep 53 dudes in a hotel for one night without somebody breaking curfew. Every single team that stays in a hotel the night before the game, at least one person breaks curfew, is not in a room when they're supposed to, has somebody else in their room, a woman, a man, whatever, somebody else in their room. How does that make sense? They're playing cards, doing all sorts of stuff. All right. Yeah. And assume that you could keep them in the hotel. You can't keep everybody out. And then that brings to point number 2. You have players with underlying health conditions. The tight end for the Ravens last year, Mark Andrews, has diabetes. Ryan Clark, previous NFL player. This dude had sickle cell. He couldn't even play in the altitude in Denver. David Garrard, my former teammate, had Crohn's. There are other players in the league, without disclosing all their medical stuff, they have Crohn's disease, or they have IBS. They have whatever the hell that they have. High blood pressure. I know actual NFL players who have high blood pressure, and they're in great shape. How's that? So let me know how that's going to go. Because Von Miller, dude from the Rams, have already had it. How's that going to work out? Because guess what? A couple of them might die because they have underlying health conditions. And then that's more lawsuits for the NFL. And that's with their healthy population. Now imagine what's going to happen with the NFL coaches. Somebody just had a 68th birthday yesterday. Who was that? Oh, shit. Bill Belichick. Most decorated coach in NFL history. Could he be at risk? Might he have some underlying health conditions? Oh, Super Bowl winner. Andy Reid. Yep. Might he have some? Obese? Yep. Or Bruce Arians, who has documented who has documented underlying conditions. Like, how does this make sense? You have people in the front office. Their GMs are older. This makes zero sense, but everybody wants to keep pushing on. Oh, well, George, we got to get it back open. Well, how the fuck are you supposed to do that? Please, somebody explain that to me. Like, I get wanting to come up with solutions. We need solutions. I'm a solution guy. But you also have to know when you come up with a really bad idea, admit that it's a really damn bad idea. Okay. And then last thing as it relates to the NFL. How about the fans? How do you keep the fans safe and healthy? You can't. They go to the bathroom. They go to concessions. They touch the rails. All that. You can't keep them clean every single second. It's not possible. And so the infection rates are going to skyrocket again because people are going back, trying to get back to their normal life. Take back America. Yeah, okay, you're going to take your ass back to the hospital. All these damn protesters out here in Huntington Beach, out in Michigan, all this stuff. Yep. How many of them are going to get sick? That's going to be asked out in 2-3 weeks. And obviously, the person who is continuing to be the smartest person in the room is NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. He says that their board of governors are in agreement that safety is paramount. Quote, "We are not in any position to make any decision, and it's unclear when we will be." What? Oh, but the NFL's in clear position, right? Hell no. College football, hell no. Like, this is, oh God, this is just so stupid. Like, I can't, I'm like, it's so stupid it makes my brain hurt. Makes my brain hurt why people cannot understand and grasp. A month ago, but George, it's just a bad flu. A month ago, We had like 15 people dead, 15 or 40 people dead in the United States. 15, and now we have over 36,000 in 1 month. George, yeah, but that many people die from the flu every year. This is 1 month. Just one damn month. Get the hell out of here, man. That's absolutely insane. The Browns, the uniforms are dope. I like it. NBA commissioner, smartest guy in the room. Last thing I want to talk about is the NCAA. They are waiving their standardized test scores for 2021. So what that means is that because SATs and ACTs won't be available to be taken, they aren't going to require that as admission for you going through the clearinghouse and being eligible. Because you've already had a number of universities like UCLA, Cal, other schools say that they aren't even requiring SATs to get in for the following year. So that brings me to the point of, I think it's going to be interesting to see how schools respond with athletes that they recruit. Because so many schools have, admission requirements that are very high. You look at schools like UCLA, Cal, Notre Dame, Vandy, Stanford, like these types of schools, are they going to be willing to, compromise on the type of athletes that they bring in because of these relaxed admission standards? Because that'll be a chance for them to get in, get a better recruiting class, better type of athlete, more of them, guys that they may have not normally been able to get in school. So I'm wondering about that. Because if you are Cal, do you shoot your shot and say, all right, we'll just get these kids tutored in 24/7 and get them caught up? Because a lot of times these kids aren't stupid. It's just the fact that they came from a situation that they weren't accelerated academically or challenged in underfunded schools, all of these things. So many things that factor into it. So if I'm them, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm all in. I'm getting these kids, getting these recruits. I need that. I need all of them. So that's it for today. I will be with you guys regularly because clearly I have to be the adult in the room. I have to take the lead because clearly nobody else will. You have other people who are supposed to be fearless leaders leading you into a catastrophe. Oh, economy over people. Oh, it's got to reopen. Yeah, you're right. It does have to reopen. But it's got to reopen at a certain time. Not be an asshole. All right, man. Peace out. Catch you guys later. Because I'm going to be bringing it. Because nobody else wants to, apparently. Nobody wants the real.